everyone, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Jansen Binman, this is Glossy Philosophy, and you are tuned in for another Vogue inspired makeup look. I was at my library again and I picked up the December 2021 Vogue, and it is with the wonderful and beautiful SJP, Sarah Jessica Parker, wearing this fabulous dress. Now, I do try to do the cover as much as possible, but she is looking so fabulous from far away that I couldn't really tell what her makeup was. So I flipped inside to the article and I found this beautiful picture. So this is the look that we are recreating with her gorgeous smoky eye that she wears quite a bit now, and a very basic lip, gorgeous skin. So if you want to see how to get this look, stay tuned. Let's get started as usual. I've already put skincare on my skin and now we are going to start prepping the face for this amazing makeup done on Sarah Jessica Parker. We are using more of this photo as influence rather than the cover, because on the cover she's wearing a fabulous dress, but I can't see her makeup as well. So I'm going to take my primer all the way from my lash line up to my brow. I literally just put on my skincare, so my skin is a little slippy and it's a little oily. I'm going to tightline my eyes and just give them some time to deal, because we are doing a smoky eye. Every time I see Sarah Jessica Parker in a magazine or somewhere else in the media, she's usually wearing, if not the smoky eye, a version of this smoky eye. So she's really into the smoky eyes right now. We're going to go in with Corrector. Her skin looks amazing. It looks like skin. I feel like people are going away from blush right now. I feel like the blush look is just not happening at this moment. I'm not even sure if she's wearing blush. If she is, it's very subtle. I'm going to be using Mocha a little bit later for kind of the same reason. It's like a brownie pink, very, very natural. The look is definitely all about the eyes with this one. I'm going to use a brush. I'm going to try not to touch my hair too much so I can keep my curls, my smaller curls, for the photo later. I know a lot of people know her from Sex and the City, but I found Sarah Jessica Parker from Footloose originally, and then another dancing movie, and she's a fabulous dancer, if you didn't know. And even though we're doing kind of a smokier eye, I'm going to do my foundation because I want my eyes to have a little bit more time to wake up and open up. In the smoky eye, I mean, it looks super, super wearable. It's not like bringing it out super far. Even though she has almond eyes, it's not like a editorial smoky eye. It's definitely a smoky eye you could wear out and about. Do you want to wear a smoky eye during the day? That's totally up to you and what you do. I'm kind of loving the idea of doing the smoky eyes on older eyes. I'm not sure how old Sarah Jessica Parker is, but she's older than I am, which is 36, and she's kind of the second woman, maybe the third woman, that I've seen really embrace the smoky eye at an older age. And I think it looked great. The other one that I really love is on another PBS show. It's the Frankie Drake Mysteries. And Frankie's mom is almost always wearing a smoky eye, and she looks really good. So I'm kind of loving that. As I get older, I'm always looking for, like, what does it mean to be in my 30s? What is it going to mean to be in my 40s? Like, where's my inspiration? Not necessarily what should I be looking like, but what should I be looking like? What's kind of okay, what's not okay, and then I can decide if I want to follow those rules or break them. That is the power of information. Okay, I think we're going to stop right there because I don't want to powder until after we have the eyes, but I am going to do my brows. And her brows, even though she has a lot of blonde in her hair, they are darker. So we are also going to go a little bit darker, just to stay true. And because I'm working with darker powders, I'm going to start more on the outer part of my brow, and then I'll bring the lighter shade into my brows. And I'm working with Taupe and Brun right now. Or no, I'm sorry, Sandstone and Brun. Taupe I'm actually going to use on my eyes. My palette is very small. Or the colors in my palette right now are pretty minimal, as you can see. So I have my eyeshadow colors, my eyebrow, and then my blush. It just helps me stay organized, and that's kind of a tip for anybody else who would like to use it. Just take out all the rest of the colors and really focus in on the look that you want to do today. Otherwise, you're going to end up with lots and lots of colors on your eyes, which I completely understand. Okay, so building up a smoky eye, there's lots of different ways you can do it. She looks like she has a little bit more of a traditional smoky eye, so I'm going to start just by applying vanilla all over my lid to just get kind of a powder base down using the 201 BK Beauty brush. Seriously, the best first brush ever. Okay, then I'm going to go in, let's see, I'm going to use my Sony Kashuk brush, and I'm going to go in with Taupe, and we're just going to start building the color on the lid and bringing it up into the crease. This is kind of like a Bobbi Brown way to do it. I've been to a couple Bobbi Brown masterclasses, and she doesn't like to really blend colors. She likes to layer colors and then blend them into one another. So I'm starting on the outer part of my lid, sweeping onto my lid, and then bringing that color up into the crease. This is the shade Taupe, by the way, which I probably don't use enough on my eyes because I'm always using it in my brows. So I'm going in with probably about 3 coats of Taupe. You can see it's a really, really natural color. Great for every day. Great for in the brows and great for every day. Okay, I'm just going to take another mirror and make sure that we are all the way to the lash line. Okay. Now I'm going to go in with my 217, and I'm going to go in with Kid, which is just really just one shade, slightly one shade darker with a little bit more pink. And I'm going to do the same thing. This brush is more dense, so it's going to lay down the pigment a little bit faster and a little bit more. And then I can't tell if Sarah Jessica Parker has on a liner or if it's shadow. It looks really soft. So that leads me to believe that it is a shadow. But it also looks very intense by her lash line, so it could be a combo. Okay, again, like what a great day look. Put on a little liner, you're ready to go. We're going to stop right there. And now I'm going to take my smudge brush from BK Beauty, which is the 207, and I'm going to go in with charcoal, which is very similar to Brun, but has a little bit more gray. You could definitely use a pencil brush here too. This is like a bigger pencil brush. And we're not doing a wing. We're just creating that really smoky lash line. And the point of this brush is really just to lay down pigment. And I think I'm going to switch to my pencil brush so the line doesn't get too crazy. But I'm going to blend that out first. Okay. I'm going to switch back to my 217. I'm just going to knock off any excess that I have. And I'm going to start softening that just a little bit. We don't want to get rid of the color completely, but we do want it to soften. It's so early that my eyes are starting to water a little bit, which can happen when you do your makeup early. Okay, so pencil brush with charcoal and just really smudging that into the lash line. And now that I'm doing this, I'm thinking that she absolutely has on either a pencil liner or a gel liner that has been softened, because I'm just not going to get the depth that she has without a proper liner. This is so pretty. Okay. So now we're going to go in with our chocolate shimmer liner, because it doesn't look black to me. Her liner, it looks just a really dark brown. So in the Bobbi Brown gel liner, and I'm going to try really hard not to automatically do my flick. Sometimes it just happens before I really think about it. Just really coating my angled brush. Okay, and then I'm going to go back in with my pencil brush with some more concrete, and I'm going to really focus on the upper part of that line and making it softer. And it looks like her smoky eye does come in quite a ways, so I'm going to grab a clean 217, and I'm just going to make sure that everything is nice and soft. There, that looks good. All right, we're going to do the same thing on the other side. So I'm coating my brush with chocolate shimmer. Putting it very tightly along the lash line. Making my line a little bit thicker, just so that I have a little bit more room to play. Going back in with my pencil brush and really just making that line part of the rest of the eye look. Whoa, and sometimes that happens. Sometimes you lose a little bit of pigment and then it gets on your face, which is normally why you wouldn't do your foundation. But okay, I think this is looking so good. And I'm wondering why I don't do my eyes like this, because it looks amazing. All right, she definitely has liner on her inner rim. So I'm gonna grab my black. I honestly can't tell from the photo if it's a color or if it's black or what it is. Now, again, because it's early, my eyes have naturally brought down the black. And my left eye is pretty watery this morning. It is not happy. It happens. I'm going to go in again with my pencil brush with our darkest shade because she has brought what's up onto the bottom. And I'm just really, really lightly creating a line. And then I'm going to go in with my 217 again. Ooh. And I'm going to soften that. I might soften it a little bit further after we powder. Because sometimes when you powder, your eyeshadow can go away. Okay, let's do our mascara. She doesn't look like she's wearing lashes. It definitely looks like it's just her natural lashes. So we're going to go in with our Diorshow Maximizer. I'm going to put a little bit on the bottom too, just to amp up. This is probably the closest shot of Sarah Jessica Parker that they got. So there's not a ton of detailed beauty shots. I don't know if that was just kind of part of the article, which was focusing really on the new Sex and the City show that she did or is doing. I don't keep up. I don't keep up with what's happening. So I honestly couldn't say. Okay. Then we're gonna do the other eye. Get some fresh mascara on our lash or our wand. And really go after those lashes. Yeah, I can tell that my under eye area definitely needs to be brighter. Her under eye area is pretty bright. So let's go back in with our concealer now that we've finished the eye look. And let's just really brighten that up. I'm also gonna bring it down. I only do this when I'm doing like major photos, by the way. I don't normally highlight my face on a normal day through the center of my face like that. And I'm just pushing that concealer in with the BOBBI Brown. I think this is the full coverage, yeah, full coverage face brush. An excellent, excellent foundation brush if you want a little bit more coverage or you're working with a foundation that is thicker. Okay. You can definitely see the shine from my oils peeking through, so let's powder using pale yellow for sure because we want to stay nice and bright. So first I'll just go in with my big powder blush brush, and then if I need to, I'll go in with my precision powder. I'm going to grab a little bit of Mocha Blush, pop that on. In other photos, it does look like she has some kind of contour on, but not extreme because Sarah Jessica Parker's face is very long. So she wouldn't, it's probably just to warm up her complexion a little bit. I think this is, you never know when things are shot because they're usually shot a little bit before the issue happens. So yeah, her skin just looks healthy. It looks highlighted. It looks good. Nothing major. So we're not going to do anything major either because it's definitely about the eyes and her beautiful, beautiful smile. Okay, we are all done with that. And then I'm just going to go back in with a 217 and I'm going to mix Kid and I'm going to mix Taupe. And I'm going to relax my eyes. And I'm going to bring kind of those transition colors out just a little bit more. And then I'm also, again, mixing the same two, Kid and Taupe. I'm going to soften that line underneath. Because everything is really soft with her eyes. And her lips, maybe she just has chapstick on. It doesn't look like she really has anything. So I'm going to take Songbird from Lisa Eldridge, which is kind of like a Your Lips but better. And definitely on the peachier side, which is what it looks like she's wearing. And I'm going to coat that up because my lips are really dry. Okay, and that is the finished look. Thank you guys so much for watching another Vogue inspired makeup look. I think these are so much fun. I love taking beauty that has been done by the experts in the world and translating it in and using products that you probably already have or have something really similar, and just kind of breaking them down and how do they do it and how to make it a little bit more wearable sometimes. So thank you again for watching. I do fashion videos every Wednesday. I do beauty videos every Friday. I do lots of blogs in between, and I am now on Instagram, so please make sure you're checking me out on Instagram and Pinterest. It's always going to be Glossy Philosophy. Sometimes there's a period and sometimes there's not. So check the description bar below. I will see you very soon for another video. Bye!